But all signs point to the government influence. But we see they were flagging, reports on posts on Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms as COVID-19 related misinformation. You know what I'm saying? How can it be misinformation if you never provided to me any real information as we see? I don't understand why you keep saying misinformation, but as a citizen or a original man of this land, you never explain to the people, to me, nothing. So, what misinformation was the creep Joe Biden administration talking about to begin with, and why so on their part that they were so interested in this misinformation blocking, you know what I'm saying, and admitted as early as 2021 that it was flagging reports reporting posts, you know what I'm saying, Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms, you know what I'm saying, as COVID-19 misinformation. You know what I'm saying? When we look at the situation, a recent report found, you know what I'm saying, that the US, you know what I'm saying, State Department, sent 330 million, send, you know what I'm saying, to the Global Disinformation Index, you know what I'm saying, a British organization that is attempting to discredit and blacklist many conservative news outlets for peddling disinformation. You know what I'm saying? But like again, we're gonna say it again. The disinformation wasn't caused by the people; it was caused by the government. You know what I'm saying? You think that the stunts that you pull was enough to satisfy the minds of the people in the game that you play? You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to Como and the different states with the nursing homes and the hospitals, you know what I'm saying? You didn't really show us anything other than what you choose to show us and say that this is, and not even on the actual vibe of what it was that was supposed to be, the greatest of all times. You know what I'm saying? When it turned out that people now see it a different way. And that didn't happen by the chance of misinformation on YouTube, MySpace, or Facebook. It just happened to be that that's the way you played it. And once it's played, then what is there you're talking about? But, you know what I'm saying? We see the brief reference, you know what I'm saying, to 330 million is a mistake reference to the fact that the national, you know what I'm saying, endorsement for the democracy, a non-for-profit group that pocketed over 330 million from the State Department in 2021 and received funding, you know what I'm saying, through congressional, you know what I'm saying, appropriations, you know what I'm saying, has granted congressional appropriations, okay, has granted money to the GDI, you know what I'm saying, the Alliance Defending Freedom. You see how they use the truth? Listen to the name. You know what I'm saying? The GDI, the Alliance Defending Freedom Confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Shortly after the Washington Examiner reported on the grant, you know what I'm saying? The NED announced in the late February, you know what I'm saying, what we see here, that it would no longer financially support the GDI. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Grant money to GDI. And the Alliance Defense Freedom confirmed it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? We see Louisiana versus Creep Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Creep Joe Biden was brought forth by Republicans, of course, because the demon Democrats ain't going to bring it forth on their own self, especially when they're doing criminal shit. You know what I'm saying? But we see it was brought forth by the Republican Attorney General Jeff Laundrie of Louisiana, and then Missouri Eric Smith, now a senator for the Show Me state. You know what I'm saying? The lawsuit alleged that the Joe Biden administration, in more ways than one, infringed on the public. That's exactly what they did, like a wolf in sheep clothing. You know what I'm saying? Infringing, they fringed on the people. You know what I'm saying? When we look at it, you know what I'm saying? They fringed on the public. they infringe on the public's First Amendment right. You know what I'm saying? Now, when this was going on and we was talking about amendment rights, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people seen in my video, my other videos, you know what I'm saying, they must have looked it up themselves or did a research or knew about it in general because a lot of people are very bright, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, they saw where they were violating these rights, and nobody seemed to be honoring the fact of these constitutional rights that were given by the so-called founding fathers. You know what I'm saying? But we know who wrote the original document was the Iroquois Nation. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're still trying to figure out why it was that nothing was honored in the courts when it came to the Supreme Court. You know what I'm saying? That is supposed to be there for the people, not an entity to be used as a bargaining tool where you put this judge there and that judge there and appoint this one there and appoint and all this bull nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes time for the people to get the justice in which they're seeking based on the disinformation and misinformation coming from the government, you know what I'm saying, to get a really good stand on the point what should they do, you know what I'm saying? You call it misinformation and disinformation, you know what I'm saying? Because many see that it was not worth, you know what I'm saying, nothing that it was written on, you know what I'm saying? But we see where they infringed on the public's First Amendment rights through its effort working with big tech, you know what I'm saying, employees to engage in content moderation relating to the election integrity, regarding to the election integrity. Now, why would they do something like that is another question. Why would you, on top of the garbage, Black Lives Matter, the streets rioting, and the whole city blowing up in full anarchy, you would turn around and be doing this type of shit and talking about, you know what I'm saying, you infringe on the American people First Amendment rights, you know what I'm saying, through its effort working, you know what I'm saying, with big tech, you know what I'm saying, employ in big tech employees to engage in content moderation related to election integrity because you know you fucking cheated. You cheated the election. You corrupted that election just like you do all the even Democrat, you know what I'm saying, bullshit that y'all do in order to stay in power. You know what I'm saying? So, when we look at the election integrity and the even was moving on to COVID-19, Hunter Creepy Biden in famous abandoned laptop and more. You know what I'm saying? All this they were covering up. You know what I'm saying? And if people knew all about this, would you have still voted for this president? Is the question that I'm asking. Because we have a lot of dumb fucking people still talking about a goddamn reelection of this clown in the Democratic Party. Rather than putting them in their place, you busy running the show. And we even seen where a rapper, you know what I'm saying, my man Paz, you know what I'm saying, Paz or whatever his name is from the Fugees is being, you know what I'm saying, found guilty on collaborating with to help the Chinese, you know what I'm saying, and so forth on an election or whatever here in America to influence our election process or whatever. And Paz is now found guilty on that. You know what I'm saying? What is going on with our black people? Why are you constantly helping the enemy, you know what I'm saying, or outsiders to invade and come into our country and do garbage? You know what I'm saying? You know? It's crazy. For instance, Laundry released a document in January showing, you know what I'm saying, in more ways than one, that the White House, you know what I'm saying, urged the White House urged a Facebook employee in April 2021 to restrict posts about Fox News host Tucker Carlson, claiming that there have been, you know what I'm saying, efficiency issues, you know what I'm saying, with the greasing formula. You know what I'm saying? The White House was told, and you know what I mean by greasing formula, the White House was told, the White House told also, no, the White House also told Facebook in May 2021 that slowing down posts appearing to be anti-greasing formula, you know what I'm saying, formula would be, reasonable and also urged Twitter to remove posts by anti-Greason, critics Robert Kennedy Jr., you know what I'm saying, who recently announced his democratic, demon democratic bid, you know what I'm saying? I don't get him wrong, because his father was a demon Democrat for the White House in 2024, documents show. You know what I'm saying? Now you tell me, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit that they did in order to get away, you know what I'm saying, with the Jama Ramadana. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know what I mean? When we look at this whole situation as we see, you know what I'm saying?